Thank you very much. Happy holidays. I'm here with Bianca and Jonathan from Crescendo Ice Cream. The things I know, I'm going to find out more. I'm going to ask you all kinds of questions. But the concept is so cool in my mind because as an independent artist myself, the trick is how do we promote ourselves? How do we get people to pay attention to our lyrics, to the titles of our songs, to even just our name? And Crescendo Ice Cream came up with a revolutionary concept, which I believe Coca-Cola has now stolen because they're doing the same thing. But you guys did it first, and I'm here to say they did it first. So independent artists are featured on the cups. Their lyrics are featured. My friend Peter Sue, Songwriting School, I believe his lyrics were featured on some of the cups. It's a way of creating awareness for independent artists, and we really appreciate it. We really need businesses like you to support us. That's really wonderful. So I would like to ask you guys, today is the first store opening. So I guess before you would go to fairs, street fairs or things like that and sell in a booth, but not an actual store.
Right, yeah.
So now is the first store is launching today in Venice Beach. Yes. So how's that? And you guys are here instead of at the launch, so thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
It's my pleasure. How did it start? So you guys, were you in the original team? You're kind of spokespeople for the brand.
Right.
How did the company start? It was like, I understand it was a group of friends, and it was somehow music related, or there was a common denominator
so,
there?
It was just actually like a bunch of group of friends, and then the three of them, Cindy, Billy, and Bernard, we were all working on producing an album together. And through the process of producing an album, working and writing the music, they realized that they worked really well as a team. And the three of them, each of them had their own facets and their own focuses and what they were good at. Like for Cindy, she was really good at marketing and really networking with people. Bernard had a lot of the creative side of the music and just creating the ice cream, the flavors, and the whole concept. And Billy was very organized and structuring the business, and just kind of all of that kind of built into their passion with music and their passion for business. And they wanted to create something that can kind of promote indie artists out there throughout the world and just kind of help support the local community.
Yes. And do you guys play or sell at music festivals as well and that kind of thing? With the music tie-in, it seems perfect to me.
I would hope that would be something we'd get into, because right now we've mainly been doing a lot of 626 night markets. We're doing a lot of food cons, and a lot of bloggers invite us out to like really private events. So that's kind of what we've been focusing on right now.
Yeah, and I think that's great. That they're really just venturing out to different night markets and even different events like that to really put themselves out there. And it's really cool at actually 626 night markets when they're actually selling the food itself, the ice cream itself. They have indie artists come perform at their booth. So that's really, really interesting. It kind of just plays out really well from both parts.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because it's perfect. Like, because at this point, when there are, I think there's one major label left, and they call themselves different names or whatever. But independent artists, we have creative control because we're independent artists. So that's the plus side. But a major label has a marketing department, and they can, if they do it right, they can like really build awareness of who you are and what your music is. But now that the whole game has changed, it's like when companies like you come along and you provide that awareness. I think that's kind of seems like how it's going. And as it turns out, most of us, singer-songwriters, musicians, people in bands, like we all do other creative things. And it all kind of, our passions intersect and we kind of all help each other out. And I think that's wonderful. So for the holidays, are there any special flavors or?
Well, we did come up with a new flavor. It's a pink panda, and it's kind of like a local flavor in Singapore, because that's the background of where our ice cream comes from. It's from Singapore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
It's with a bread where you eat ice cream with a bread. It's like a street food, and so we kind of incorporated it and, have our own twist to it. And so we have like, new flavors for the holiday season, and, we're just doing local caterings and things like that.
Yes.
So it's at Big Daddy's Pizza. It's on the boardwalk of Venice Beach. We have a website, crescendoicecream.com. and basically all the information's on there.
We'll find you, but there's a sign. There must be a
Yeah,
sign.
There is a sign.
yeah. So if you go on like Instagram, all the information's on there. Crescendo Ice Cream.
Yeah, I read somewhere that you have sort of an ethic of harmonizing the tastes of the ice, harmonizing sweet tastes, like the music tie-in. And it is similar to, when you write a song, or it's more similar, I think, to producing, where you pepper in this, you pepper in that.
Right.
Like cooking is like that. And it's so when you make your ice creams, do you guys just kind of hang around and sample things? It's like, well, that works. It's like, let's go.
It's
You guys get stoned, and it's like, oh, let's throw in some more peanut butter. How do you do it?
It's a lot of work. It was a lot of us just going to Bernard's house and just sitting there and we would just have a bunch of different flavors and just try it out. Like one time we're like, yo, let's do green tea, and we're like, okay, how do we do this, and what are we gonna name it? So when the green tea came out, we named it Cha Cha Matcha, and then
Cool.
and then so our chocolate flavor we called Cocoa Tastic or Cocoa Acoustic, sorry. So we try to tie in all of our flavors to like musical notes.
Mhm.
And hence the name Crescendo, because crescendo obviously is to increase in volume.
Yeah.
And the whole purpose of that is to increase the volume of our indie artists and our local surrounding communities that come out to our groups.
Nice.
So it's definitely a lot of fun. We have a lot of open mics in all of our events.
Mhm.
We really encourage just random people, like little kids come up with guitars and they just sing. And we have
Wow.
an ice cream eating contest, so it really builds into a community.
Ice cream eating contest.
That was
Yeah,
really
ice
fun.
cream eating contest.
How was that? Tell me.
That was a lot of fun. We've had the Power Ranger brothers. Have you ever met them? Like the Power Rangers. The actors for the Power Rangers came out,
Uh-huh.
and then they've always come down and support ours. And then we had one of the cast from
Fresh off the boat.
Fresh Off the Boat. He comes out all the time to our groups.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we've actually kind of grew into this artist, and we've met a lot of people in the
Yeah.
entertainment industry.
And how long has the business been going?
I think it's less than a year. It's
That's-
almost been a year.
Yeah, it's really building quickly.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, and like tying, I know that Meredith had said that one of her goals would be to get her jams into the green rooms where artists are, performing or whatever, which I think is a really great idea. Because like keeping it all kind of in the family of music and
Right.
stuff. So I just love how your product is, so playing on, people are busking basically
Right.
on near your booth and eating ice cream. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
And can people place orders online? Can you do catering or?
Yeah, we definitely do catering. We make everything fresh on the spot. The thing that kind of keeps us unique is that it's just not regular ice cream. It's actually infused with tea and nitrogen. So we flash freeze our ice cream, and it kind of creates this really different creamy texture. And we've just recently brought out a new product called Heaven's Breath, and it's kind of like a cereal-like flavor. And then it's like a little ball, when you bite into it, like smoke comes out. So it kind of looks like you're breathing. Yeah,
Yes.
it's really, really awesome. So you guys definitely have to try that out.
Smoke comes out of your mouth?
Yeah.
And it's cold.
No, it comes out of your
cold.
arse, Robbie.
It's cold, and it's just a really nice sensation that comes out.
Yeah.
That's
it's
cool.
really cool.
It's really
fun
cool.
to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the truth is, ice cream is meant to be fun.
Right.
So
exactly.
you would support people who like to play with their food.
Exactly.
Okay,
we do a lot
well,
of things with our food.
I support that too. Afternoon Delight supports that. Well, I'm very excited for you guys, and I hope you sell tons of stuff for the holidays.
Yeah, we hope so too.
Yeah, and I hope that store does well, and we're going to go down there and check it out after the show. Aren't we, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, thank you, Bianca and Jonathan from Crescendo Ice Cream.
Woo!
And we'll be right back with Eli Strother, a 12-year-old entrepreneur who has launched his own jewelry line. We'll be right back.
So if you're an artist and want to submit your lyrics or collaborate with us, you can just email us at crescendoicecream@gmail.com. And if you want to visit us at our store today at Venice, it's 1425 Ocean Front Walk. It's on the boardwalk.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's located inside of Big Daddy's Pizza. So if you guys want to drop by this evening.
But currently we're
Yeah,
only
sure.
open on the weekends.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's only on weekend days.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
But that's when you're going to get the best business, so that's
Exactly.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.